folks, welcome back to the channel. Happy Catty Crypto here. Good morning, and let's talk firstly about yesterday. And I just want to, from the deepest part of my heart, just thank you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for redelegating to our node, and thank you for supporting us and doing everything that you do. It's not been an easy run up, like I've been saying to this, and we have waited a very long time, and to see how many people have redelegated their coins with us. As from when I recorded this video, we were sat at 21st position, and we really have climbed and been the top. I think we're the top gainer for the day, and to kind of lead the pack, so to speak, with all the new validators is more or less an honor for me, because we've worked so hard to get to where we were. We didn't have a huge following behind us like a lot of these other influencers, so we've had to start from scratch. So the following we've built up here at HCC, it's very organic. I've always found that everybody understands why they're here and what the content's about, what the channel's about, the whole idea of not clickbaiting people, not providing the greater fool theory and moon mine stuff that's going to get you upset. This movement has grown to something that is so big, it is international. It is in every part of the globe at this point. I just can't think of somewhere where someone doesn't hold Lunar Classic, and there's so many influencers that are involved now, and it's absolutely amazing. And sitting where we are now, we're about to hit 25 billion Lunar Classic coins burned. And to the outsider what I determine as someone who's an outsider is normally they will come up with the comments like, well, it's going to take 500 years to burn that much. They don't understand the work, the time and effort that has actually been put into burning these coins. We have put our blood, we've put our souls, and we've put everything we've got into this movement. And that's every single individual person that's here every day, liking, following, subscribing, doing everything that they do, supporting projects, supporting other people, supporting Terra Rebels. Vegas is, everything that people do in supporting anything to do with the Lunar Classic movement is just huge. 25 billion is a signal and a sign of our unity about how far we're willing to go within a short span of time. And here at HCC, we've always tried to ensure that we provide the most that we can with what we have available. And if I had a huge team of developers, I mean, I've got so many ideas, we just don't have the manpower for, not even 75% of them. If I had the manpower, I would just be pumping project after project after project, but we have to go slow, we have to go steady. And we brought you Lunk Penguins first, and it started off as this little website with a couple of charts, and now it's a website that just tracks so many things. Then we brought you Lunk Blaze, the burn portal, and since we brought you that portal, it has taken hold. I mean, you're all sending your burns through the portal more or less. You get the odd person, and then someone said to me the other day, why don't Coinin and people like that send through the burn portal? And it's the simple fact is that if they did, it wouldn't register the burns on their own tickers. So it's in their best interest to ensure they register their own burns. So like, it's, you've got someone here sending 1 million Lunar Classic coins through the Blaze portal, and it's just all the time. And that's exactly what we want to see, is people utilizing the projects that are being put forward. And I'm trying to, like I was saying previously, I'm trying to figure out a way to really amplify the burns, because that's what everybody wants to see. So you're going to have obviously burning coming from our validators node, and there's going to be other nodes that will be burning too. And it's very important to spread your delegations across multiple validators if you can, and if you feel safe in doing that. But do understand the validators that you're with, and all the different kind of things that each validator provides and stuff like that, and what they're doing for the movement itself. Because here at HCC, we're going to ensure that once we paid the running cost, okay, what's left, we burn 50% of it, and then the other 50% goes into the treasury, and then that will help start to provide funding for not only our own projects but other projects that want to come on board. But the amount of projects that we've got and that we would love to have funding for, it just keeps on going. And We're now getting to this point where IBCs are on the horizon. Once that happens, we're going to get USTC back. And then in between all of this, you've got games like Metagloria, Exodus, Lunar Burning Nights launching. And each one of these utility use cases will then push the burns. Because the more use cases we get, the more transactions there are. The more transactions there are, the more burn events that happen. And because the burn tax is more or less, like it was saying in that proposal, it's supposed to be feasible now. That it's going to attract all these different projects back. It's going to push stuff up. But I feel like there's people like more or less make too many solid plans and then it's treated like this is how it has to go. It's written by the proposal, so it has to work by the proposal. And there's a good saying here in the UK, and I don't know if it's said anywhere else, and it's no plan survives contact with the enemy. And another one to say it is the best laid plans of mice and men can be often led astray. And that is a very old English saying in itself, kind of back when they used to use plums instead of levels. Different story for another time. The unity we have as this community is uncomparable to any other community out there. It's just a lot of bickering, a lot of back and forth and a lot of chaos. And you're going to get these kind of spots where there are people trying to create chaos, trying to create destruction, trying to do whatever they want to do. And, you know, what I trust in is our developers I've known from the beginning. We know them, we trust them, and they've got us this far. They got all of the new validators blocked to go off without a hitch. There's been nothing that hasn't, everything's gone fine. Everything they've provided has gone absolutely fine. I'm looking forward to them getting a canonical repository. God, such a hard word for me. I'm looking forward to that quite a lot, because then that's when we've become very, very less dependent on TFL to do our merging and stuff like that. We won't need daddy's permission in a sense, because we would have got rid of them. But TFL have always been fundamental to our growth. They've helped us at many times. They could have turned their noses up and made everything super complicated for Terra Rebels back when we first got governance restored, but they didn't. And there was a groundbreaking situation during that launch time, which was fixed and corrected by Terra Rebels themselves. So it just goes to show how much we are in good hands. And, you know, each one of these members of Terra Rebels have their own opinions, their own ideas, and their own beliefs as to what they like and what they want to see. And that's the beauty of what we're all involved in. You've all got a say. And this is decentralized, okay? It's not here for someone to put up some kind of like pyramid system or this, that, and the other. They can only put proposals up, and we explained this to you folks way at the beginning, is they can only put a proposal up. We have to vote it through. It's a very well balanced system. It's very well thought out already. The only issue that there is and was with this blockchain itself is that someone figured out a way to attack it through Anchor Protocol. Nothing else was wrong with the system. In fact, it made people millionaires. It made people billionaires. And that's why so many people are so badly affected, and it had such a negative effect on people because it was so successful. But do remember, folks, crypto's experimental. Okay, anything can fail at any time, and we all need to understand that it's experimental. It's not an investment. Okay, anyone saying, yeah, you know, invest. It's not an investment. It's a gamble at the horses. You need to do your research on the horse. You need to know who trained the horse. You need to know what the horse eats and things like that. Do your own due diligence. Understand the movement. Guys, have a really nice Friday. Live stream coming at midday today to around 1 p.m. I'll probably run it longer if it's busy. And we'll just catch up. We'll have a chat. We'll go through. We'll look at a few different things, and we'll cover all the bases for you. And we'll talk about the future of the node, what we've got up and coming. And my plan, depending on how things run at the beginning, is that because of the amount of yield, it's probably going to be better to do either burns every 2 weeks or burns every month to start with, because our yield is just nowhere near as high as somewhere like Lunkdao, where they can burn every Sunday and it be 20 to 30 million coins. So the more people that delegate with us, the more we are actually able to burn each month, and we'll be providing proof of, you know, our yield and everything like that. We'll be keeping super transparent within the confines of how we have always kept things here. Have a really nice Friday. Catch you in a live stream. Stay safe. I'm not a financial advisor. Beware of scammers, doppelgangers, anybody pretending to be me, or the Happy Catty Crypto channel. Anybody posting WhatsApp numbers. Catch you in the next one. Shoo!